want to do today, I tell you the answer today. Can you grasp it now? I'll tell you now and see if you can grasp it now. You see, you are saying, I look inside and searching inside. I will tell you, the true place is that your very searching inside is watched. Your very searching inside, looking for something, is watched from the very something you are, if you care to know it. But few beings in this world will hear this. Why? Because you're so convinced of who you are as the seeker. You are insisting on finding. But I am already here. I'm already the one you are. Who even am aware of this one who is searching. So what are you looking to find? What will you see? You say nothing, but this nothing you will not be satisfied with, because you keep the virility of your conviction as a seeker. And I will not give up until I find. But I who see you, what do I have to give up? You see? Now, even saying this, if you see, because some people have. When I say this, over in different parts of the world, I say, if I manage to say it, because I cannot say this, I cannot just, today I'm going to tell them this. I never am like this. Today I will speak what God wants to tell you. That I don't know until I sit down and you speak something called blues. But will you hear it? Yes. If it is spoken, it means someone here must hear it. Otherwise it's wasted words. Maybe not somebody here. Maybe someone on the other side of that lens recording this talk will hear it. Maybe someone there. In the same way, in the time of Jesus, the 12 disciples and all these people, who was his greatest disciple? We don't know. Maybe his greatest disciple is yet to be born. I don't know. Maybe there's no way of knowing that. The one who, when he says, you must drink my blood and eat my flesh, he's not saying you must be a cannibal. But he means you must consume everything. I am here with you. You must become that in yourself. We are one, we are the same. But you must not throw out what I'm speaking, you must use it. And you'll be more than satisfied. You'll be free. Free is more than satisfied. You see? And so when I say like this, you say you want ultimate thing. I say, okay, I speak to you from from this place. Then you even ask from a not ultimate place. You say, how can I give this up? It's still very good. Because at some stage, all these places we speak from are stages within the evolution of consciousness. And the evolution is going where? Back to the source, which is what? It's empty of even what it has evolved beyond. Every step you take to reach this room, when you reach the room, the steps are not in it. They were just there to help you to wake up. You're drowning in the ocean, and suddenly a wave comes, lifts you up and scares all the way to the shore, and leaves you on the shore. And you recover. You turn around to thank the wave. Which one are you? Which wave? The ocean has done it. The ocean did it, not just the wave. The grace of God did it. So when you say, how can I go beyond the seeker, you see? Actually, truly, you are beyond the seeker. But I may tell you these words too early for some people, because your mind might be very clever and just imagine, haha, he told me I'm beyond. And this is why this dynamic existence is here to test your claim. To test if what you believe in your mind, if it is true. The cake looks nice on paper. Let's see how it is in the mouth. That is what this life is for. What you say you understand, the life will put it to the test. And if you have really grasped it, you see, it will be there with you. But if you have not really grasped it, if it's only in the mind, then when the time of pressure comes for you, it will collapse. It will not be there with you. You'll be like the friend who's saying, I'm with you, I'm with you, I'm with you. I'm with you all the time. And when you get into a fight, he takes off and leaves you there. If your understanding is not with you as one, it will depart in the time of test. How do I proceed beyond the seeker, you see? What I said to you now, I'll explain to make it perhaps a bit easier. Then you must find out, wait a second, the seeker and what the seeker is seeking, are they both perceivable? This is my question. Don't just speak reaction only. The seeker, the one who is seeking, you are aware of it, isn't it?
Yes.
The seeker is a feeling you have right now, maybe very strong.
Yes.
Maybe in a few hours the seeker feeling is not strong at all. Maybe the seeker is sitting on a tree having an ice cream, not seeking right now. So that seeker, if it's a feeling or an intention, it is not consistent. It may have, I'm seeking, but it's not the right time. But the self is always the right one. So the seeker cannot be an ultimate reality. It is a stage, and it is thought-based. So when you're feeling, you come to satsang, and your seeker energy is pumped up. Oh yes, I want it now. But maybe in another environment, another kind of energy comes up, and the seeker energy is not there at all. Sometimes the seeker energy turns out to be the escaping energy. No, I want to get away from this place, man. I got to get away from this place. Is it consistent? And the seeker also. If you really are a seeker, then at any stage you are going to be a seeker. You're ready to go to bed, and someone say, have you reached the self? No. No. Okay. You ready now? Yeah, of course I am. You're at the altar. Do you take this man to be your Lord inside, And the Lord shows up. Are you ready? Later. So that is not consistent. The seeker itself, although amongst other concepts, it is one of very high concept. If you are searching for truth. You understand?
Yes.
So don't think I'm pushing these things down and say, no, I'm just pointing them out. Why am I pointing them out? Because there's a reality in you which is beyond the seeker. And it's beyond the finder also. It just is. When it is found, you feel nothing else just is. Everything else is a tourist. Everything is passing through. But when you have the strong conviction of being a person, you think you have things which you can keep. Everything that you perceive or know, you know through the mind or the senses, and they're all clouds passing. Some slower than others. That's the nature of things. We should not be hurt about this, because you've lived with this all your life. And it's not bad. At one point, you're going to be so happy that things pass. It's only we feel unhappy for the things that we're attached to, the things we're addicted to sometimes, that they should not pass. They pass, everything's passing. It's the health of the dynamic life that things come and go. The fact that they come and go is indicating something else of that which does not come and go. Therefore, it is able to witness all things coming and going. What is that that doesn't come and go? And who will know it? It knows itself. So if you want to say, I say to you now, that I'm not sending you on another stage in the journey and then another stage. You go there, when you get there you ask somebody else how to go to the other place, then you go to this place, and then you get there you ask how to reach to this place, somebody tell you this. No, I'm going to speak to you from this place itself. The place you say you're trying to reach. How amazing is the mind? The place you're trying to reach, why? Because you naturally feel you're separated from. And you who are separate from it, actually, why are you separate from it? Because of the impurities in the mind. Because of believing them and taking yourself to be that. When you believe you are that, you become that experientially. Are my words too complicated?
No.
Good. All I'm asking you, you follow. If you follow, you can make use. You can see. You see. What are these eyes for? To see things other than the eyes. What are these eyes for? To see things other than the eyes. What is the power of perception for? To see things and to perceive things which are other than the perceiver. Can the perceiver perceive itself? Dualistically, phenomenally. Can you recognize yourself as other? If you imagine that some divine being appears in your room, my love, you're shocked. Yes. I am among the highest beings in the universe. I'm from the heavenly realm. And I see that you are searching to find yourself. And I have heard your prayer. I've come to reveal yourself. Supposing this being said, are you ready? And you say, yes, yes I am. And yourself appeared, of course, in form. The most luminous being with sort of like glowing wings of shimmering light. The most beautiful, hovering above the earth, blessing you. And you say, oh my God, I'm so beautiful. Oh my God, I think your love is so beautiful. Oh, so wonderful. Would it not be at some point you say, but it can't be me though? Because I'm the one looking at it, no? Would it not? Am I gone too far to say like this?
Yes.
You'd be saying, but it's so wonderful. I mean, it's a beautiful, like it's a very flattering self-portrait, you know? It's a very flattering portrait, but it can't be me because I am here to see it. How it can be me? I mean, do you mean me in the future? You mean like in the future? Is this me when I get to heaven? I just want to know, who am I right now? Is it different from the one who will go to heaven? So it cannot be a form. Yourself is not a beautiful form. If it is, who is going to recognize it? Your mom, maybe? your cousin, but not you, not in this relationship of I am looking at it and saying, this is me. So what you're searching for cannot be the form you think you are. If it is not a form, how will you recognize it? If it's not a form, does it have any features? Like if I see you and I see you, I know this is you. You have distinguishing features. Does yourself have distinguishing features? Like you, just a million times more beautiful? No pimples, nothing? No dandruff, everything? Can it be like this? So obviously it cannot be a form. It is not a form. If it is a form, who is going to appreciate the form? So what is it that we are searching for then? Didn't you find that as you listened, and I say, if you're searching for yourself with your mind, you will not find it. Your mind will introduce lots of different things, which you're going to have to one by one say, no, it's not that, it's not that. The ancient rishis of olden times, in India, one of the ways that they were practicing in their introspections is, you may have heard the term Netinati. I'm not this. It's not this. It's not this. They could always say what they're not. They could not show what they are. No, it's not that. Suddenly beautiful, yeah, not that. Whatever I can see, whatever I can perceive, I cannot be that. Then the question came, can that which is perceiving be perceived? Can that which is seeing everything else, can this be seen? And by who? You see, about this time, sometimes you start to feel a bit depressed. You're like, oh, I'm never going to find it. But you know who is having this depression? Who is suggesting this? Your mind. Because it's been trying to sell you a self-image for a very long time. You are not the image. You may be functioning inside the image, but you are not an image. All the movements are happening, but the non-moving is in the heart of it. Everything is changing, but the unchanging is in the heart of it. How can this unchanging be recognized? Well, the question wouldn't even arise when the discovery is made, which I assume is what you're here to find. And if I find myself, what happens to I, the finder of myself? Do I become the keeper of myself? Then all these questions, all these quests, they dissolve, no longer needed. What remains? That which is, timelessly, throughout all the histories of all the species, this one has remained untouched. Now, why is it that I'm insisting and pushing always to that discovery? And some people say, well, if I go, there's nothing to do. If I go, there's nothing to do. Who wants to go to a place nothing to do? Well, you won't be a somebody there having nothing to do. And even without the somebody not being there with nothing to do, the activities of life continue. What a mystery. And this shows that the activity, the natural activity of the universe is not the product of the ego mind. And it's not waiting for the ego mind to stop, to start saying, okay, the ego's off the stage, now listen to God play. No, it's here all the time, actually. When you wake up you realize that outwardly things don't really change in a kind of way, and yet they're all transformed inside me in the way that I see. Because I used to see them with judgment, I used to see them with all kind of measurements, and now I see them in my oneness. But a tree still looks like a tree. A yucca and an orange tree are both trees, but they still have their distinguishing features. That doesn't need to go. That has not been an offense. That doesn't mean that, the self is not one because orange tree looks different from yucca tree. No, the oneness is not the oneness necessarily in shape, but the oneness in being. You see, it is just like that. It's not a oneness in shape. We all can continue being varied and different in expression, but we are one in essence. This is what you're discovering. And this essence can still wear a unique form. Suppose you like pasta but not rice, and you wake up. You think you're going to suddenly like rice? Because you are the one? No, you may, in your dynamic portrait, you still like what you like. And somebody goes, but you're not universal because you like things and you have choice. You see, this is foolishness, you see. You can still have your unique, you will still recognize your family in your dynamic world, and you still have a relationship, actually a much improved relationship. Always from your side, sometimes not always from their side initially, but as they come to see actually beyond projection and misconceptions, to see you as you have become and what you have discovered, they will begin to recognize the beauty you are. If they can recognize the beauty you are, it's because they are recognizing the beauty they are. Automatically it happens like that. It's not about becoming a clan. It's not about becoming a particular religious, we all behave like the same. That's not what sameness means. And it's not even have to be sameness, it's oneness. And the oneness allows that every petal on this flower is unique. When you don't understand that, you're trying to make the machine, everything is the same. This is not understanding. So great is the Lord of the universe. He can make billions of these, like this. We are thinking with the mind, how human mind is so clumsy, especially when it is restricted by egoic identity. So I'm sharing with you like this, because it's inside what you ask. It's good that we open it up, see what things is good to know, so that when you come to the recognition, it is not that you are in some tight place. It's immeasurable place. How to stabilize here? How to stabilize here? First, you must recognize here. When you recognize here, then you may stabilize here. You must first recognize what it means. Then you can stabilize. You cannot stabilize in something you don't know. Once you recognize, then you say, even though I know now, it's like I know, but somehow I'm still surviving as the one who knows. This is very subtle, but stay with me. I know, but I'm still holding on to the one who knows. So I'm not yet that which I know. I'm just the knower of that. It's subtle or not? You see, and then because I'm still the knower, I could become the non-knower again. If the mind comes again and I find myself in the person, then I find myself in the position of trying to get back to where I was. I'm trying to get back to the infinite. Can you help me? Then exactly where are you? Outside of the infinite. I'll send you some GPS to tell you how to get back to the infinite. How you get back to the infinite. What happens is that you went back into the dream of the finite. which exists inside the infinite.